What's going on, guys? I want to do a video today going over the BoBro Engineering Scout Light mount. Before I start the video, I just want to say I apologize and kind of the delay of videos coming out recently. I've been very busy. I was just down in Virginia for a range day event, and I actually just got back not too long ago from another range day that I went to today. So kind of trying to get back into a schedule here and get some stuff out regularly. I have a lot of stuff coming that you guys might find interesting in terms of cable management and hand protection on the front end of your rifle. So when that stuff comes in, expect videos on that. But today we're talking about the BoBro Engineering Scout Light mount. So as you guys recall, I was using an Arisaka offset Scout Light mount for basically all my guns. I was swapping it between rifles and stuff. If you guys remember, that had two Allen key or Torx bit, I can't remember exactly, set screws that had your M-LOK T-nuts on it, which would lock it onto your rail. Super good mount, really liked it, but I found some clearancing issues with the Peck, the LA5, excuse me, that I was using. Not that it wouldn't clear it, it's just where I had to set it to get it to clear the Peck was pretty far away, and in my personal opinion, I like to keep the light as close to the Peck as I can, just kind of keep everything in one little bundle up here. With the Arisaka, I did have to have it sitting a solid 1/4 of an inch away from the Peck on their preset holes. So I got turned on to the BoBro Engineering Scout Light mount, which you see here. I really like this mount. I'll take it off the gun and everything and show you guys up close, but super affordable mount and really cool technology behind it. So let me take it off the gun here and then I'll show you guys kind of how it works. All right, so before I take it off the gun here, I just want to kind of show you the mechanism on how to take it off. Now, keep in mind, this is the QD version. They do offer a non-QD and a QD version. I have the QD version, so you have a thumb screw down here, which actually is working on like a ball detent ratcheting system, very similar to like your scalar work stuff with the ratchet on wheel. So this guy, same principle. You have a wheel with a little channel for a ball detent to pop up into to kind of lock it in, and how it works is on the bottom here, as you ratchet this guy out, you have a moving wedge right here that will wedge it onto your M-LOK section. So you just drop it on the rail and basically ratchet it on and you're good to go. In addition to the QD having that system in place, you do have across both their models two not countersunk, but counter-driven screws on either side for your pivot. So if you tighten these guys down and for whatever reason one of these comes loose, the other one is tightening in the opposite direction, so that this should never, in theory, come apart. So I haven't had any issues with these coming loose. I cranked them down semi-tight and haven't had any issues with the light coming loose and kind of pivoting off where I want it. So that's kind of the Scout Light. Oh, and I forgot to mention that it does use a standard Surefire footprint. So any Surefire footprint body lights will work on this guy. Other than that, that's pretty much the Scout Light. I haven't had any issues with the ball detent stuff coming undone, or excuse me, their QD mounting system. As you can see, once you get it on there tight, it's not going anywhere. And like I said, no issues with the light pivoting when I don't want it to pivot. Just trying it out just to give me a little bit tighter clearance with the Peck. I will say that the two little ears here do come in contact with the Peck, and I feel if I could, I don't know, if they redesign this maybe and shave these ears off or made a version for like Arisaka bodies that don't have the little wings off the side like the Surefire ones do, to get these tabs out of the way, you could get this even tighter against the Peck. Haven't really found any issues though. I'm really digging it. I did have to move my setup back just a little bit because I was getting a lot of carbon buildup on the light and I was tired of cleaning it, so I pushed everything back a little bit. But I find that this works really well with the Peck. I will say, if you can keep the mount itself either behind this little bevel for the adjustment or in front of it, or if you're able to and your M-LOK and stuff lines up, put the space in between these two little wings where this little bevel is here, and that's going to get you your tightest fit up against your Peck. Obviously, if you had this ear coming into contact with this little bevel, it's going to sit a little farther away, but This mount, I believe, retails around $80-ish. Don't quote me on that. It might have gone up, might have gone down. I love it. I seriously think this is going to be my go-to, especially if you have one light that you like to switch between a lot of guns over, the course of a couple range days or what have you. This really saves your life. It takes 5 seconds to get it on and off. No tools required. Once you set it up, you're pretty much good to go. So in my book, that's what I was looking for. Checks all my boxes. Let me know if you have any comments about this, questions, whatever, maybe experiences with their light mounts. I seriously think it's an awesome product. This isn't sponsored by them in any way. I should probably say that in the beginning of the video, but not sponsored by them, just making good products. I really enjoy it. Like I said, any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'd be happy to answer them. And as always, thank you guys for watching.